Carissa McIntyre has a story. You can share the mic over there or stand at the podium, whatever you want, but while you're doing that, I'm gonna sit in your chair. Let's give Carissa some welcome love.
Woo!
Yes!
Woo!
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? Oh, there
It
we
is.
go. All right. Okay. You can hear me? Test, test. All right. I'm not very good with mics. I learned that at Urban. All right. Well, happy International Women's Day, everybody. Wow. There's a big turnout, and thank you all for being here. What an incredible day and an absolutely wonderful event. But I couldn't get up here and talk to you guys without thanking Tiffany. This event didn't exist a week ago, so to see all of this pull together so quickly, thank you. And thank you to everybody else who was a part of this. So introduce myself. My name is Carissa McIntyre. I am known as Lady Mack Xo. I am the homeless indie sex author. So there we go. That's that. There we go. There we go. I'm really excited to be here. I thought about a lot of different things to share. As most of you know, I have a lot to share. But I really sat and thought about what I wanted to share specifically for today, being International Women's Day. I wanted to talk about finding ourselves and our powers, because there is something really powerful and inspiring about women owning themselves and coming into our sensual beings and being good to ourselves. It has a lot to do with my story, because the person before you was definitely not the person that I always was. When I sat with it, there were two key things that have been resonating with me, and I have come back to over and over in the few years or more that I have been rebuilding, and that's what I want to share with you today. Because what it all comes round to is, at full circle, me, that once homeless woman with broken dreams, is standing here at the venue where my story was once shown, and I wasn't up here to be a part of it. And I'm here speaking about inspiring women on International Women's Day as an inspiring woman in this community. As an inspiring woman who started this journey and absolutely shattered, broken shell of myself. I had been abused. I had fled a domestic. I was traumatized. I was homeless. I had 4 children in my custody, one who wasn't mine, and we were living at the Crossroads shelter out of laundry baskets. I had lost everything. I was alone with those scared children and a mountain of debt. I had no self-esteem, I had no self-love, and I had no passion for myself or pretty much anything. Writing saved me. Self-love saved me. The women who I hold near and dear, who inspire me, who I can lean on and love, who love me, they saved me. And the two things that I kept resonating back to again and again, and the work that I did, that saved me. Those things were using the Guest soap and talking to myself like I was my best friend. Two things that seem so simple and easy, yet profoundly life-changing and honestly not easy for me to do. Starting over from nothing was, used to be, the hardest thing I'd ever done. And now it's just one of many things I've had to do. I mean, my basement flooded last night, so it's a show all the time. But that's what I do. I roll with it. It was scary. Starting over felt like a failure. I had nothing. I had nothing to lean on. The ground had been ripped out from under me. I did not trust myself. Nothing felt stable, and the future that I had been working on and planning for was gone. But I had a book. I had found my own forms of therapeutic release in my writing, which was fueling my own passion for myself again. And I had the knowledge, if not the know-how, to apply it to myself, that fixing and loving and changing the things I need came from within me and from those people around me. So I kept pushing myself to use the tools that I had that were helping me, the two tools that I continuously gravitated back to again and again, using the Guest soap and speaking to myself like my best friend. Which I still need work on, let's be honest, though I have come a very long way and I am so proud of myself. But by sharing those things and by speaking them within my circle of women, it has become a lot easier to, A, catch myself, and B, have them correct me if I slip, because you do not talk to my best friend like that. These two things have helped shape the way I see myself and how I spend my time. Using the guest soap is something that had come up in my journaling, and again, when I created that journal for myself and later published it for other women like me and then ordered it and had to discount it because Amazon screwed it up. It's back there. I was going through therapy and self-therapy and all these courses of self-love, and I had thought of something that I began to implement, as hard as it was for me at the time, and still can be, and that was the soap. This was a profoundly beautiful tool on a subconscious level. To break it down, a lot of times growing up, you may have visited family or distant friends, relatives, grandparents, and a lot of us are guilty of this too. If they come to visit you, we have special things for them. And in turn, they have special things for you when you go there. The guest towel, the guest soap. You have special things for special days, outfits, jewelry, purses, whatever, accessories. And that maybe only comes along by chance every 2 years or so, and the rest of the time it sits there and it collects dust. We have good stuff and we save it because we feel we are not worthy of that guest situation. Tuesday isn't a special day, and therefore we don't deserve to wear those special things or to have the special things or feel that special way. However, if by, say, on chance you went to your aunt's house on that same random Tuesday, what do they then give you to use? If I was to suddenly travel into your house and I was a guest, what would you give me? You would give me the guest soap. You would treat me like royalty for absolutely zero reason at all. I have now been elevated and transformed, and I am the special guest, and I am VIP. But I didn't do anything to earn this gift. I haven't done anything different. All I have done is be me. And it's funny, though, because when you use those things, it creates that mindset of, I'm the special guest, because you are. And I say that with love because I had to accept that hard truth that I am a guest. I am VIP. That's hard. I have a hard time seeing myself as a guest the way extended family and friends see me. I have a hard time seeing myself sometimes the way my best friends see me, the way I see my best friends. And that's where speaking to yourself as if you were your best friend is so powerful, because it can keep us from saying and doing and being the things we know we shouldn't be. It helps keep us focused. And it feels good to put that fancy stuff on and pamper yourself and treat yourself good. And I mean for real good, like from the soul, to brush that dust off that favorite outfit. I don't mean your wedding or your ball gown, but if you want to wear that to the grocery store, knock yourself out. You know, it feels good to have those things and wear those scenes and have that mindset about yourself. So to go back, when I was homeless and then I was in the shelter, I was desperately trying to dig my way out and rebuild my life, and I did not feel like the guest. I did not see myself how those who loved me saw me. I did not feel worthy of wearing things, of being things, or doing those things. I really didn't feel like much of anything. I was sad and defeated, and I just felt tired. It took work. It took hard work, which I mentioned in my episode of The Tiffany Show, and not that you guys need another plug to go check out The Tiffany Show. But if I could mention anything to my past self, it would be that many days and many dreams will require hard work. And I do not mean the kind of work where you go to work 9 to 5 and you make your money. I mean it will take hard work every day to motivate yourself and care for yourself and treat yourself in love and respect and do right by yourself. But it'll feel good, and it will slowly begin to change. It changed how I felt about myself, how I saw myself, how I loved myself, my self-esteem levels, how I showed up for myself every single day, even on the hard days. So my biggest piece of advice would be, when you get up every single day, you treat yourself like that VIP, special privilege, royalty guest that you are, because you are. Treat yourself like you would your best friend, somebody you love. You are the VIP in this very singular one life that we get to live. And life may not always be fair and kind. I am speaking from experience. Life is on me all the time. So I have learned to take the ways that I can, develop and hold close the tools that I can, and pour them into myself by using the good stuff, taking care of myself, and treating myself like VIP top shelf royalty. And so by having those reminders and by the powerful social circle around me, treating myself with love and respect as a VIP, the guest, it makes a difference. It is the true difference in giving me the stability and foundation to regrow and rebuild myself back up from that broken, homeless, and destroyed woman that was to the healing and inspiring woman who has come full circle to actually stand on the stage at the venue and tell my story myself. So thank you.
Use the guest soap! Yes!